Hey friends, it's Jeff here. I am excited to welcome you to the all new Shop Kit. And I'm going to walk you through just a little bit of like how it works when you see it and you install it into your Showit account, and then kind of what you can do with it. And I'm just going to give you a little tour, and then we're going to talk through some specific how to's and a couple of other videos following. But this is just kind of your general introduction. So the Shop Kit can be used as like an add-on to any existing Showit website, be that a tonic template or otherwise. And you could also use it as a sort of standalone site if you wanted as well. You'd probably want to add in like a contact page and maybe an about page or something. So it works really well for any sort of digital or it could be physical product. All of these pages would play nicely with some of the various e-commerce platforms. We love Shopify and Thrivecart, and in fact, Ryan has recorded tutorials for adding buy buttons to both using Shopify buy buttons or the cart as well. So check out those YouTube tutorials for an in-depth look at how we can get it to actually fulfill an order and collect payment. But this is primarily to actually sell people, put this onto your website and show people the products that you're selling specifically from your Showit website. So first here, I'm just going to kind of orient you on everything. So here on the left-hand side, we have our site navigation, and this shows all of the pages included. And then within each page, you have sort of your page assets. So these are the site canvases, or sorry, the canvases. And within that, you'll see site canvases, which are site-wide, and they have these lines through them. And you kind of edit them once here, and then any instance of that particular canvas would be edited as well. So that's kind of the general lay of the land here on the left side. Your right-hand panel is for specific elements, editing colors, fonts, size, scale, positioning, animation, all of that kind of stuff. So assuming most of you are familiar with Showit, but those of you who are not, that's kind of the general lay of the land. And of course, we have many more tutorials on Showit 101 if you need to dive in further there. So moving right along here into our homepage. And so basically we have it set up as like you would add most likely a shop grid page and one of the product pages into your site. We'll get in how to do that in a future video here coming up next. But I'll just kind of give you a sense of what's in the product and kind of how they all work together. And then we'll look at more detail at some of the sort of how-tos from there. So here's the Shop Kit homepage. And what's cool about it is we just made kind of really based a lot on our own shop and the stuff that we've learned from that, and then working with other people who are just selling one or two products, maybe six. But they also may not need rows and rows of things, but you could if you wanted to. So it's just super customizable. And so we have grid options here that we just kind of put together into one long shop grid page, kind of with all of the features that you could need. And then there's a pop-up and a little sidebar thing that after you close the pop-up to kind of encourage people to lock in a deal if you have that going on. So some cool features there. There's a category page, and this is for say you have courses and you just want to have a landing page for courses. So you can make this page be for that. You put all your course pages here, and say you have 6 courses then or 5 courses, you could do the grid of 3 here, and then you could do 2. If you had 6, you could duplicate this. So we just give you a lot of options here. And then know that we have also within this is some just different grid layouts with different treatments. So here's one with a price on it. Here's like a 2-up one that has some mock-ups. Here's one that just has a little description. So you can mix and match these really easily, and just depending on what it is that you want to offer. So all the grids are super flexible and play really nicely kind of with each other, just depending on how many you have and the scale that you want each to have. So yeah, so lots of options there on that. So just kind of showing you guys here. And then we have an FAQ section. So there's two different styles to that. So you could add that to any product page or even onto a category page. If, say, for example, you have information about your courses that you wanted to add to the category page, then you could put that right here and it would be specifically for that product category. Okay, then moving here into the product pages themselves, is this would be for each product that you were going to feature in that grid. So you would have multiples of these. You can duplicate as many times as you need. There's actually four variations. And here's the long form, kind of everything you could ever need, lots of sections for product information. This really cool how it works is something that has 3 canvas views, and so you can put all your information into here. And then we also have just more info for specs and such there, reviews, and this one has like this page actually has a FAQ section built in, but if you wanted to swap that out, you certainly could with the other formats. We also then have the long form, another long single product page. It's just an alternate layout with some just different treatments, and you can use this one as well depending on how much content you need. You can delete sections and add to from other pages as well. We have the simple product page, and this is just a little more straightforward, just a couple of sections. And then the side by side is kind of cool. You'll see it more, the effect of it on preview, but this kind of scrolls down and then you have your sections underneath here. So those are kind of the bulk of that is in the sort of alternatives. And then we have a couple of bonuses like I showed you before, the grid options and another page of bonus layouts that you could add to your single product pages. So again, very mix and match friendly here. Wanted to give you guys all a ton of options. And so I'm just going to kind of show you real quick here how to go about customizing some of this. So I want to add in another row. I can just duplicate this, and then I have another row and say, okay, I don't want to use this 2 up right now, so I'm going to hide that. And in fact, I'm just going to keep it simple and just do the 6 products. I don't have any categories. Say they're all digital guidebooks. Here's an opt-in. You can actually put your opt-in from any email platform that you use here. We just show this as like a styling so you can kind of see how it looks, but you would just delete that and you would use an embed code here. And then that's where you could embed your actual opt-in from whatever email service provider you have. Of course, you can add in reviews and stuff as well. You can have 3, you can have 12, you can have 2, whatever you just want to duplicate. And you can just basically for this, we would probably recommend keeping it to 3 or 4, depending on if you wanted to keep using the lines. But you could also delete the lines if you wanted, and just use the arrows if you wanted to do more than that. So that's an option there. And so, yeah, if I wanted to just keep these 2 rows, I would write my copy for here and put that in, put my product descriptions in here as well. And it's simple as just swapping out the graphics. And, you can move things around as well if you want something to be centered or whatnot. So say we're just doing this for our new lineup of products, and we wanted to kind of put these all in here. You can do a GIF, like I'll show you that real quick. You can do GIFs in here, and so it would animate and be really dynamic there. Let's see, we'll put this here. And I don't love that one, so let's do this one here. And I want that to be centered. And then, of course, you can go through and rename things, the social templates. The lead magnet. Never really know how to spell magnet. Magnet. There we go. Nint. Maggot. Anyways, spelling under pressure. So anyways, you can just see here how easy it is to do that, to swap out the images. And then basically what I would do is I would then select all of these elements and I would configure the link to go to whichever product page. So say I just named it long form product. But what I would ultimately do is duplicate this and rename it to lead magnet template. And then that's what I would link up that specific instance of that product on this product page. So that's kind of the crux of it. It's very easy to use. We just wanted you guys to be able to like quickly get products on your site, have lots of grid options and lots of product page options. And yeah, so in the next tutorial, I will show you a little bit more about the product pages and some of the sort of custom animations and features we're using throughout as well. So stay tuned for that. All right, bye.